When for models, we need to have a shield whereby after will help them to create the money power that is needed to increase the production, which is really needed to create wealth in the community. The other one is that this establishment will also ensure increase the production of goods and services, which will finally lead to structural and socio-economic development in this country. So we want to assure our graduates that the purpose that you are trained to serve should be realized through your efforts. The respected chief guest and the guest of honor, the First Vocational Training Institute is striving to empower the deprived communities, has focused on educating youth preparing them to become responsible and morally upright citizens, irrespective of sex, race, religion, color, class, or place of origin. One will observe that the quality and the access to education are major issues, particularly in the rural areas of this country. With this in mind, we can all agree that the country's sustained economic growth can be achieved with a higher emphasis on the quality of its human capital. Therefore, all stakeholders must intensify efforts to improve the literacy levels as well as the quality of education of the poor rural inhabitants through objective courses to enable them compete equitably with the rest of the state. This is being implemented through the following academic programs or courses. We have the vocational courses, like we have been touring around with the Honorable Guest of Honor. We have the tailoring department or the fashion and design department, which has two sections, the National Certificate Department of Fashion and Design, and the tailoring and cutting garments section, which is for other non-informal skills or hands-on skills. We have the hairdressing section under the vocational department, also cosmetology and body therapy, which are part of the training that we give in this institution. Also, we have the national certificate in automotive mechanics, in which we train our learners as the prospective engineers in motor vehicle mechanics. There is driving and simple mechanics, which we also offer to our learners, building and construction, and many more. In the business section, we have secretarial studies, we have public administration, accounting and finance, records and information management, information technology, computer applications, early childhood development, among the other programs. As an institution that has been growing, we began with one course, which was a certificate in computer applications, but it has kept on growing and has now been established as another tertiary institution under the National Council for Higher Education. We have been accredited to offer the following programs. That is the Diploma in Public Administration, Diploma in Business Administration, Diploma in Accounting and Finance, and the Diploma in Information Technology. Therefore, we call upon all stakeholders to join us in the struggle to eliminate poverty through this objective tertiary education. Thank you once again for God and my country.
Industry. I've been in the education business for over 20 years. And many of our children this side usually they want to stop at senior 4. In fact, I think this region has the lowest transition rate from O level to A level. There are very, very few people. But that does not mean that child's education should end. And giving them a skill so that they can begin is very, very important. Thank you for supporting these children. I know it is not easy, but thank you for supporting them and enabling them to equip themselves with a beginning. I'm calling it a beginning because I'll be coming back to you. I want to thank the community for accepting to host an institution like this. It is not easy sometimes in the community if the community does not accept the institution. You can build, they unbuild. You put up a fence, they cut. I have had situations like that in another community where I've tried to build to support their people. You put up a fence, they cut. You do this, so when the community is receptive, then it encourages development. So thank you so much, the LOC one and your people. I think let's give them a hand clap for accepting this institution and supporting it. And I think we should support this institution. Many of us have money. I don't know whether they are limited by size or space, but many of us think that if you take someone to a vocational institution somewhere away, they will get better skills. And so we don't support ours which are here. Let's support them. Let us bring our children. Let us also come and visit. Let us give them our wisdom. Let us encourage them. Principle, when we give you feedback, we are not saying you are doing a bad job. We are saying you can do a better job. And we are partnering with you. Now let me come to the graduates. Young ladies and gentlemen, you're here because you finished your basic education. You got your basic education. And many of you, by the time you left that basic education, maybe you felt, I don't really, some of you just came here, but some of you were feeling like a failure. You felt like, I didn't pass chemistry, I didn't pass math, I didn't do well in physics or English like everybody. But I want to tell you that the reason why God did not put a roof very close is that each one of us can fly as high as you are willing to go. By completing this course, you've proven one fact, that you are capable. You are capable of a lot more than you have credited yourself for. So this should encourage you. This should encourage you. You have picked up very vital skills, but they're beginning. They're beginning. Now restore your confidence in yourself. All things are possible to those who believe. Sometimes we make that very religious. We think that only to those who believe in a certain thing, but all things are possible to those who believe. You are going to be your own limitation. If you believe you can do big things, then this is the beginning for you. How do you succeed? How do you become a very successful person? Because among you, there are those of you who have done tailoring, and many of you are going to start from somewhere. Maybe you have a sewing machine, sit at a veranda and sew. Now you can stay at that level. But some of you will own workshops, employing many others. And yet some of you will own industries. What makes the difference is how you determine. So how do you become successful? Number one, have a vision. What do you want to be? What do you want to do with this which you have in your hands? What do you want to do with it? Do you just want to go back, get married and have children and then meet at the Boa Hall and laugh loudly and woohoo, baby? Or do you want to become someone of substance in this country? I want the graduates to answer me. What do you want to become? Huh? You want to become that one? Or do you want to become one day the Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation? Huh? Do you want to become the principal of this college one day? Then it depends on what you do with what you have got today. If you just go there and think, for me, first wife for the young men, bogged down. Have a vision of something. The second thing that you need is to have a plan. Things don't just happen. You must plan for it. You must plan for your life. If you don't plan for your life so that you just follow everything, nothing will come of it. Number three, be a no excuse person. You know, people who give themselves so many excuses all the time. You know, one time during COVID, when schools closed, 19 wanted some people to work. So I collected about 50 young people from this side, and I sent them to Ginger. After 6 weeks, there were only 4 left. And most of them, what they were saying is, they make you work too hard. My dear young people, life is about working hard. Do you hear me? Yeah, life is working hard. I'm a minister and I sleep for 4 hours every day. Only 4 hours. 20 hours I'm working. So if you want to be the future minister, start training yourself now. This business where we wake up, go to the garden at 7, leave the garden at 10 because the sun is up, then spend the rest of the day seated at the veranda conversing, that is a life of poverty. It's a life of poverty. Learn how to work. Nightingale still accepts people, so some of your graduates from tailoring I can get them absorbed at night very easily if they're interested. But many of them say they don't want to work. So be a hard-working person. Hard work is working how many hours a day?
20.
Hello?
20.
Graduates, how many hours a day? 20. Not sitting around, because many times we spend about 12 hours just conversing, walking, not producing anything. So be a very hard-working person. So I want to inspire you with that, to encourage you. Life is about hard work. You can make it. You can be a very big man or woman in this country if you have a vision for your life, if you plan for your life, and if you become a person who works very hard. The president has repeatedly told us there are 4 areas where we can make money in Uganda. 1, commercial agriculture. Agriculture for money. And that is a lot of it here. Commercial agriculture. Agriculture with knowledge, with science, technology, and innovation. Not this agriculture of Mkolakida. The agriculture of Mkolakida is just grow some bit of maize there and see if you can eat, sell as a few baffles, but one which makes money. The second area is in ICT and technology. The third area is in industry. And the fourth area is in delivering services. Let's make sure we find our place in there. And once again, I want to thank Humanity First for inviting me. I thank God that I was able to make it. I haven't been feeling very well, but I couldn't miss this opportunity to come here. Nitakira okufiira omukisa guno okuza okumulako nainywe okuwona nti muyingira ekyalo maite ndaba ndi mubaire mubwire okugradulatinga naye saawa bino muli kugradulatinga. Let this be a landmark. So thank you for inviting me, for allowing me to come and speak with our young graduates. And for the parents, we are implementing parish development model. We promised that North Bukedi will be the best in the country. I hope we are working. Are there some people who have got some money for parish development models? No? These are high people, they are not part of those. And for our young people, there is a yoga. I don't know if there are people from the district here. to help these younger people to become part of a yoga. They have got vocational skills, and with mentorship, I hope the institute to continue to mentor them. They can grow businesses and earn livelihoods. Thank you very much for God and my country. Sikwogera ku nka naye ng'ekikulu kiri nti kosezi nga zino twetaaga ne ziba nga zikwatagana n'ebyetaagibwa kyempisa relevancy kirina okubeera nga kikwatagana n'abaana bano kye bagenda okukola era ebyetaago by'eggwanga kubanga okufuna omulimu walina okubeerawo ekizibu ky'ogenda okuba nga adressinga nekyolina. Kati bwe mba nga nsomye typewriter n'enfuluma wano ne bwe ngenda ku district ne bwe ngenda ku sub-county ne bwe ngenda ku university ne bwe ngenda ku business tewali mulimu okukozesa typewriter kati tulina okubeera nga tuli relevant tukozese obudde muno obw'abaana okubasomesa n'abazadde abaana be batuwadde tubeere nga tukozesa courses eziri relevant era njagala okuchallenginga humanity sikitadde mu njogera yange naye twandibadde wano ne course ya agriculture kubanga ekyo kisinga abantu kye bakola wano naye abantu abasinga tulima nga tetulinaako science tetulinaamu ka tekinologiya ketutaddemu kiva olaba tuba twetoloola kasooli takula muwogo takula kubanga tekiteekamu science kati tulina okubeera nga tuli relevant. Abaana bano tulina okubabuulira omukisa nti wano wabaddewo abantu ba disitulikiti naye era kyetaaga okuba nga tukigobererako naddala humanity first kubanga tulina okutwala obuvunaanyizibwa okusoma kuba tekuwedde singa omuntu gw'osomeseza aba tanaaba kufuna nnyingiza y'ensimbi emumala bw'omusomesa oba okyalina obuvunaanyizibwa tulina okugoberera okulaba nti abaana bano baganyulwa mu puroguramu za gavumenti. Buli disitulikiti tulinawo puroguramu ey'emyoga ate wano bendabye abasaluuni abatunzi b'ebyalaani bamakanika bonna balina programs bali mu puroguramu eyo eya myoga singa tubakungako ne bakolamu nabo groups kubanga disitulikiti ezisinga bakomezaawo ku ssente nabo bafune entandiikwa batandika okukola. Kale kirungi nnyo buli muntu ku kitundu abeere nga abanguddwako naddala abavubuka oli wa myaka 35 kuka wansi tekyandigwanidde nga tolina kintu ky'okuguseemu. Ffenna tutwale omukisa mu puroguramu nga zino eza vocational tegyetaaga mpapula nti wayita nnyo obangulwe mu kintu okubeerawo ku kyalo nga weetoloola nga tolina ky'omanyi mbuze enkola kirabiseewo ebintu ebyo bitusigaza mu bwavu kubanga tolina ky'otunda tolina kituufu ky'otunda bw'ojja wano n'okola koosi eyo eba ntandiikwayo ng'otandiikira awo kati ffenna tufuneko ekintu ky'okuguseemu nti nze kino kyekyange kati mwendaba wano mukwata amaloboozi mulinako radio programs oba olina ky'omanyi nti bwebunakya ne bwenkolako wano bwe kati bwebunakya ne wabeerayo omukolo nja kugendayo nange nfuneyo kyenkola. Kati abantu baliwo abakeera ne batuula mu bubuga bwaffe buno naye nga talina sikiiru yonna tamanyi kulongoosa radio tamanyi kulongoosa gaali tamanyi kukanika kintu kyonna n'okuba ettaffaali ettuufu talimanyi n'okuzimba n'okuweereza ku sayiti nga talina. Kati ebintu ebyo tetukyabikola bukozi ffenna tufune trade tufuneyo ekintu buli omu obeere n'ekintu ky'omanyi nti kino kyentunda n'enfunamu ssente.
Thank you.
Can achieve and the struggle has no limit. Now for those who are outside there, maybe for some reasons we are not able to continue with their studies. Even those who manage to acquire some degrees but have failed to acquire skills, it's not too late for them. they can come to such institutions and they pick up some minor skills that would make them assets in the society. I think that's enough.